New tonight, choosing who to follow. The Westboro Baptist Church in Topeka is known worldwide for its hate speech, particularly against the LGBTQ community.
The Southern Poverty Law Center calls it a hate group. Tonight, you'll meet one woman who used to be a member of that church, but chose to follow another path. Here's KCTV5's Andrew Zimmerman.
Playing video games, reading books, running around outside.
Megan Phelps Roper thought she had an ordinary childhood, but growing up in the Westboro Baptist Church was anything but ordinary.
I would go out with my family to these protests from the age of 5.
God said no sodomies.
As long as Megan can remember, she was on the front lines of the Westboro protests. And she says the reactions of others actually reinforced what she was learning.
Experiencing the wrath of outsiders, people throwing things, driving their cars at us.
Megan joined Twitter to try and spread the Westboro message, but it was the compassion she encountered that made her start questioning what she had been taught.
There was this small group of people, these individuals, who were willing to reach out, to have real conversations with me. That was the first thread that began to unravel the rest of my beliefs in Westboro's doctrine.
Some have linked Twitter and Facebook to a rise in extremism of all kinds, but Phelps Roper says we can all help change that.
If we want to change hearts and minds, if we want people to leave these groups, to not be, to continue creating more victims, more targets, right? We have to be willing to reach out. We can contribute positive experience, sow seeds of doubt for people in groups like this.
The new perspectives Megan found on social media led her to finally leave the church. Hoping that others can learn from her story, Megan wrote a book called Unfollow, a memoir of loving and leaving the Westboro Baptist Church. But Megan still has regrets from her days picketing.
What I regret is the pain that we inflicted on so many people, especially the funeral protests are the hardest thing for me. There's nothing I can do to give those families back, their last moments with their loved ones.
She does miss being able to communicate with her family, something that hasn't happened since she left the church.
For a long time after I left the church, I was unable to frame any words at all to my family because I knew that they wouldn't hear me. I reach out all the time, but it is a one-sided relationship because they believe that they can't have anything to do with ex-members. I hope that they can be convinced by the gentle persuasion and compassion of outsiders, including me, the same way that I was.
Andrew Zimmerman, KCTV5 News.